Alrighty then. It says that I'm live. I believe I am live here on the YouTube channel. Hold up for the playback. There we go. Paused it just in time, muted it just in time. But what is up, boys? Chase Oliver here, back again, bringing you another live stream. This stream came a little bit later than I wanted it to. After coming back from Vegas, beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, I got sick. It was just one of those things that I got sick, and oh man, I was battling with my life. Thankfully, it was not COVID. It was just the common cold, common flu, whatever you want to talk about it. I haven't got my flu shot yet, so I just got sick with the flu. I was sick for I was bedridden for a good bit. That's why I haven't gone back to working out yet. Just because I hate working out after I feel sick. I still feel a little bit fatigued throughout the day. So hopefully soon, probably maybe tomorrow, I'll get back to the gym, cleaning and banging some weights, and we'll get back into the good old shape and everything. But I had fun in Las Vegas, beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. If you guys followed me on Twitter, I posted a lot of the pictures that I was going on there and stuff. I normally don't share my tweets and stuff like that. My pictures. I normally don't share. I'm not like really a picture guy and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What's up, Yagan Keen, Ronan Ghost? Any question not related to Double or Nothing, I'm not going to answer. Sorry, just not right now. If you want to ask a question, just wait until I'm done telling my story, my friend. Simple. But yeah, anyways, when it comes down to it, man, I had fun in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was a fun trip. It was a much needed trip personally. I said, man, I just want to relax. If you guys have any questions about Vegas or anything like that, no problem. I'll answer your questions. I'll answer about my time at Double or Nothing and stuff. Where I got the Twitter pulled up so I can talk about some of the pictures and stuff like that. But any other questions you guys have for me? Because I know sometimes with these Q&As, y'all will just ask whatever you want. But the thing is this one, I'm telling my stories in Vegas. Y'all ask a question, I'm just letting y'all know right now. That question ain't going to be answered. That question going to be pushed to the side. I'm going to be like, nope. And if you go, Chase, you didn't answer my question from earlier. Not my problem, man. I literally set the ground rules. I literally just told y'all that I ain't answering any questions that are not Vegas related. So if it's not Vegas related, I'm sorry. That's just how it's gonna go. I want to keep this stream at least somewhat what's it called? I just want to keep these streams somewhat, related. So let me share this real quick, talking about beautiful Las Vegas and AEW Double or Nothing. And AEW Double or Nothing. All right. Beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. I love Las Vegas, man. One of my favorite places to go to. One of my favorite things that I love to do is just go to Las Vegas, man. What other AEW shows did you tend to on the road to Double or Nothing? Just Rampage and whatever they filmed for Dark. That was it. I didn't attend anything else AEW related. Like, I was going there for Double or Nothing, but I was also going there just to, gamble, to be honest, and have myself a good time. I wasn't just like, oh man, I gotta just do pro wrestling every single time. Like, no, I was also, just enjoying myself doing a good thing. So let's see. Oh, cool. We have this little layout now. So this is a little bit more professional when it comes to layouts. And what is up, JMac? So I'm here. I'm going to show you guys some pictures. So I made it to Las Vegas. So if you guys don't know, I live in California, beautiful, sunny California. So when it comes to California, man, we live close to Las Vegas. It's only in a 4-hour drive. So what I like to do, especially with my mom, because my mom's also a frequent Vegas goer, we like to go mad early. A lot of people will say, hey, man, like, why would you go early to Vegas? It gets hot when you're driving your car. It's like straight desert. So it's nice to leave the house early. So we normally leave around like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and we get some beautiful sights with this. So first of all, this was us arriving. So we stayed at the beautiful MGM Grand. This is where I like to stay when it comes to Vegas, very central in the strip. This is where I get most of my free rooms. This was also just like a random picture I took. I was literally just waking up and I love taking a picture. Allegiant Stadium, if you guys have never seen it, this is Allegiant Stadium, beautiful stadium, host of SummerSlam. The Las Vegas Raiders play there. So that was a fun thing that went on. That's always a fun thing to do, is just take pictures when you come in. It's always a fun thing that I like to do. How much heat did MJF have in the building? Man, dude, MJF was hated. When I say hated, This dude was hated because first of all, we were just hearing the rumors. Like everyone was just hearing the rumors and stuff. Like we didn't know if he was actually going to show up, if he was going to be there. The last thing I heard about MJF, and I'm keeping dead honest, man. I don't know what was on with the internet at Vegas, but it was terrible. The internet was terrible. This trip to Las Vegas. I've never had data issues or like internet issues in Vegas. Normally, that's the best time I have internet. But for whatever reason, stuff wasn't loading. Nothing was really the best at Las Vegas. Like that was the thing. It was just one of those things where it was just one of those experiences where Las Vegas was just bad. I think it was because it was Memorial Day weekend. So there was a lot of stuff going on. And yeah, it was just bad. So like when it came down to it, man, a lot of us did not know. Like the last thing I heard is that he was supposed to, like, he had a plane booked for him. That was it. And when the pay-per-view opened, and it was a rush opening too. Like I'll get into the pay-per-view specifics a little bit later, but it was a rush opening, man. It was a rush opening. And then all of a sudden we heard his music. The fans, I tell people that was a fun match to live. It's just dark. Like I don't know. Ronan, I don't know if you love AEW Dark or something, but bro, it's nothing special. It's just wrestling matches, man. It was just extra wrestling matches. That's all I can really say about it, man. You think the MJF thing is a workout? We'll talk about that later, man. Let me talk about my trip, bro. You guys are all over the place sometimes, man. Y'all don't let me tell no stories. Y'all just want to use me and abuse me. Where am I effing gain at? What's up, Hill Steven? MJF might leave AEW, but I think they turned it into a work. Like I said, we'll talk about that later. Can we talk about stuff later? Can we talk about stuff later? Can I just share my experiences? Am I allowed to share my Twitter experiences, my Vegas experiences? So anyways, once we got to the hotel, got some room service. One of the perks about being an MGM member is that you get some good room service. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh yeah, so this was at AEW Rampage. This is at the beautiful Michelob Ultra Arena in Mandalay Bay. It's a very small ass arena, a very small ass arena. So like these seats right here, I'm being dead honest when I say this. My beer costed more than the seats. My beer was literally more money than the seats itself. The seats itself were mad cheap compared to my beer. My beer was cheap. The seats, oh no, not so cheap. Not so cheap. But no, the seats were cheap. The beer, not so much, man. The beer was $22. The seats were 11. This was $11 seats for AEW Rampage. This was also not only AEW Rampage, but AEW Dark, Super Dark, Saturday Night Dark, and then AEW what's it called? Just regular ass Dark. I stayed a little bit for AEW Dark because I also wanted to experience something that was non-wrestling entertainment, and that was the Cirque du Soleil Michael Jackson tribute show. This one was right here, was one of the best like Cirque du Soleil theater experiences you want to go to. If you guys want to go to a fun experience, this is one of them, man. This was so fun. The way that they told the story was really good. I really enjoyed this, man. What's up, all about wrestling? It was great, my first AEW events. I did not bring Lysol to the show, Heel Steven. I should have. I didn't need to, actually. I was in the suite, so my area smelled good. But yeah, that was the first night, man. Friday was a fun night. We got into some shenanigans here too. We somehow ended up in a limo. It was a good time. It was a good time in Vegas. This was a beautiful thing. This was probably the best experience that I had in Vegas, man. Hey, what's up, CPZ? How's it going, man? But this was one of the best experiences I had in Vegas. Best deal that I got was this frozen margarita. Now, this is 30 ounces refillable cup. Now, the 30-ounce cup itself was $22. But the reason why this is one of the best experiences is this cup is refillable for $14. $14. And you can get another beautiful frozen margarita. Oh, I was in heaven. It made the walk to Excalibur almost worth it. Now, if you guys don't know Vegas that well, MGM Grand is pretty close to Excalibur. It's just like MGM Grand. You can go New York route. You can go like the Tropicana route. But go to MGM Grand, go to New York. Excalibur's right there. The bar is literally right in front of you. So it was worth it. It was great. I probably had like three of these things, man, like just on the Saturday night alone, because it was so worth it, dude. It was like $14 to refill, $22 to get it, but $14 to refill for 30 ounces in Vegas? A shot is like $20 at most places in Vegas. There's a funny story about Excalibur too, man. This Excalibur was hilarious, man. So I went to go use the restroom, and this kid, oh man, he was having it rough. He was having it rough. This guy was like puking in the sinks, and I was like, "Oh man, you puking in the sinks and stuff like that." And the guy's like, "Hey, it's his 21st birthday," and this dude needed help, so I had to help this guy get to the elevator with his friend because he was dead weighting his friend and stuff like that. It was a funny story, and I was like, "Hey man, if you want my advice, ginger ale and lemonade. Trust me, man, you'll feel so much better afterwards." And so, yeah, that was a fun time, man. I had to help that poor little kid get to his thing, and I was absolutely, I was enjoying Las Vegas, man. I enjoy Las Vegas. That's what I do. I just enjoy my time in Las Vegas. Sharing some margaritas with my good buddy Ace. This was a good time. We went to a karaoke bar. 805 is always on tap. And then this is a Jameson Ginger. Jameson Ginger. If y'all ever drink with Chase Oliver, I'm telling you all right now, y'all want to just like drink with Chase, it's Jameson Ginger all day, every day. That's what I drink. I just drink Jameson Ginger. All right. I just drink Jameson Ginger. That's all I drink. I don't drink anything else. I enjoy Jameson Ginger. It's such an easy drink. It's such an easy drink when you like at the end of the day, you just it just goes down so good. It hits every spot for me, at least. I love Jameson Ginger. So this was a good time. But obviously, this picture right here, this one was like one of the most liked pictures of the weekend. I saw a lot of people saying new profile picture. I ain't gonna make that the profile picture. But yeah, this was a funny pic. What's up, Gary? How you doing, man? But this was a funny pic. I was feeling myself, man. I had the shirt on and stuff like that. I bought a cigar. I was like, the cigar was actually complimentary from MGM Grand, so that was cool. 805 in hand, me smoking a cigar. And this is Vegas, man. You just get to enjoy yourself. You get to enjoy the moments that you're there and stuff like that. Like it was a fun time, man. So champ shit only. That's how I like to live it sometimes. So yeah, man, I had fun, man. Vegas was a fun trip. But man, dude, Sunday was rough, man. Like it was rough. So we went to the buffet. So the buffet at MGM Grand is a really good buffet. Really, really good buffet, man. GT Chase with the GTE 5 screenshot. This needs to be a meme everywhere, man. It's a funny picture. I ain't gonna lie. Like it is a funny picture, man. It is a funny ass picture of me like this, man. Like, but also too, like I know you guys like these funny pictures, man. I almost made this the thumbnail, but then I said, nah, man, that would be a weird thumbnail. Like people would be like, what does this have to do with Double or Nothing? So I just used the AEW Championship picture. I'll tell that story and everything like that. I don't have the AEW Championship. It was borrowed from someone. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this was just the buffet food. It's good. Nothing special, but I couldn't scarf it down worth a damn. This is happening all on Sunday. So this is my favorite place to go all the time. It's the Forum Shopping at Caesar's Palace. Here's the thing about me, guys. I love walking malls. Walking malls are like my favorite thing to do. Like I just love walking the malls. Like they are so fun. They are so fun. And that's just what I like to do as a hobby. And when it comes down to it, I love walking to Caesar's Mall. Now, a lot of these stores are very upper class, but this mall worked out, to be honest. This was a good mall. My mom was actually looking for stuff for Pandora, so she was able to find stuff for Pandora. And I managed to cop this misprint Khalil Mack jersey. If you guys don't know, Khalil Mack, newest Charger to the team. And I saw this. I was like, two? Who's two on the Chargers? And I saw it was Mack, and it was a misprint. 40% off. I couldn't say no. And this ain't no like cheap Charger jersey. This is like an Ultra Vapor limited jersey. This is probably one of the nicest jerseys I have in my collection. And so I said, fuck it, man. I'm going to have to get this. So I ended up getting this. And now we get to the event itself. Dateline Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena, AEW Double or Nothing. Man, no, I didn't really buy shoes CPZ. I was kind of being a little bit frugal because I'm also going to Nashville at the end of this month. Not end of this month, end of next month. So I was kind of being a little bit frugal. I did try to go into Urban Necessities, but that place was like super lined up and stuff like that. So I'm going to share the stream one more time, saying I'm going to talk Double or Nothing and stuff like that. And by the way, if you guys have any questions related to Vegas, Double or Nothing or anything, just let me know, man. All right, let's go ahead talking AEW Double or Nothing live. So perfect. But no, I did not buy any shoes, CPZ. So, anyways, now we go on and we hear Double or Nothing. First off, man, T-Mobile Arena is in such a cool location, man. Like the bar outside of T-Mobile Arena, it was hilarious. They were playing wrestling theme songs, and it was like super awkward because you're just like walking by, and the first thing I hear is like, "On this day, I see clearly," and the bartender was like trying to hype up the event. He's like, "Yeah, man, AEW, WWE." Tonight, he was like saying AEW and WWE tonight. The guy did not know what was going on, but he knew there was a bunch of wrestling fans in the area and stuff like that. So it was funny. The bar was playing it, playing music. Cody's theme played, and fans were booing. I'm not even kidding you. Like they said, wrestling has more than one royal family and stuff like that, man. Brandosaurus says Chris Masters' body is not a masterpiece anymore. Oh no. Is he still like the OVW? Or no, he's like a champion of some sort, right? NWA champion or something. He's like the NWA North American champion stuff. But yeah, the bar outside was like literally playing like just like random wrestling music. But I will say, man, dude, Yagan King. It was the bar. It wasn't the T-Mobile Arena. There's a bar literally right next to T-Mobile Arena, and it was playing all these wrestling theme songs, man. And regular people that were walking by were just like, what the heck is this going on and stuff like that. And when the Triple H's theme song played, some random regular, like this person's like a normal human being, like don't even care about wrestling, was like, what the heck are they playing Triple H? They literally said that in their little accent. I thought it was so funny. I tried my hardest not to laugh, but it was nice. T-Mobile Arena. Now, if you guys know, I got myself a suite for AEW Double or Nothing. It was super great. I think T-Mobile Arena has the best suites. What's up, Venom? How you doing, man? It was funny too. While entering my suite, let me see if I can get the picture up. I didn't upload this on Twitter, but this was a funny thing that not funny thing, but a funny person that I kind of ran into on accident and stuff like that. So entering the suite area, I had to go up an elevator. I saw Dave Meltzer, man. Like Dave Meltzer was just standing right there. So I'm going to show the picture for a little bit. Let me get onto the full screen so you guys can see Dave Meltzer and all his, he don't do leg days, man. Dave Meltzer does not do any leg days and stuff like that. But yeah, there is Dave Meltzer. And man, dude, when I say it was awkward, it was awkward because Dave Meltzer, like literally everyone was just surrounding him, man. Like I couldn't even get like a fist bump, just saying like, yo, what's up, Meltzer? I couldn't even get that. Everyone was like surrounding him, like, Dave, what you did for me, like they're like getting monologues to this guy about how much he's changed their lives and stuff like that. And it was like awkward and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh man, dude, I'm just trying to get to my suite, bro. Like, I kind of want to say hi to Dave, but I kind of don't. And it was like one of those weird, awkward experiences. But there was Dave Meltzer just chilling there. And I was like, man, should I say hi? Should I say like, yo, Meltzer, what's up? Like give him a fist bump or something? No, I just froze. I was just like, you know what? There's other fans hounding him at this time and giving him monologues, how he changed their lives. Like, let them do this. I'm cool. I'm chilling right here. But I was nervous. I was like, but I got to at least take a picture and stuff like that saying, yo, I see Meltzer and stuff like that. So his elevator got super full. Like not even kidding you. The lady was like, I could have gone in the same elevator as him, but I was nervous. I was just like, I don't want to go on this elevator. So I kind of waited, and there was this girl that was behind me. She was like, I forgot what she was like covering an event for a podcast. I was like, oh, do you want to go on? And then she goes, oh no, I'll wait till the next one. It looks crowded. I was like, okay, cool. No, okay, CPZ. I'm not even kidding you, dude. I literally walked in and I saw Meltzer. I'm like, oh shit, that's Dave Meltzer. And I wanted to like be like, yo, Meltzer, what's up? And then fist bump him. That was it. That's all I was gonna leave it at. And then all these people swarmed him and were like, Dave, I can't tell you how much you changed. Like, just literally giving him soliloquies of how much Dave Meltzer has affected their lives as wrestling fans. I was like, what the heck are we doing here, man? Yeah, it was crazy. So Meltzer was getting swarmed on by these fans. So I didn't have a chance to like really talk or what's it called or say anything. Like it was just like one of those things. So I asked this girl, she wanted to go on. So then afterwards, I kind of like I would like they asked me, like the person behind me goes, oh, so what you here for, man? Because like, first of all, I'm not like wrestling press, but I'm in like the suite area, and all the wrestling press people, like the people covering the events for like all the wrestling websites, they got to go in first. So I was in the area and I'm like, oh, I just got a suite for the event. And they're like, oh, that's cool. And stuff like that. And then the one guy asked me who I'm going for the main event. And I showed him my shirt. I'm wearing a Hangman Page shirt. I'm like, Hangman, baby. And then he goes, oh, that's sick, man. Well, hope you have a good time. And I'm like, yeah, you guys too. And it was weird that we said that because we went on the same elevator. So it was like kind of awkward that we said, hope we have a good time. Like we were going to separate when we just went on the same elevator and we got awkwardly quiet. So it was like so awkward. I was like, So we go up to the elevator, we get to level 300, and then I'm in the suite area. And the suite area, oh my goodness, man, you separated from everyone, man. Separated from everyone. It was so nice. I loved it. You get like a nice little ticket to scan your suite and stuff like that. So I was like curious, how's this gonna work? Like who gets to sit where in suites? But the seat, they were assigned seats. They were assigned seats. We were row C. So let me see if I have a picture of the suite real quick. If not, I'll try to play the theme, man. Meltzer's a big influence, whether people want to admit it or not, regardless how people feel, how he rates matches. Yeah, no, it was crazy though. It was just like funny just seeing people what's it called? Just like act like their lives were changed. So yeah, this was the view from the suite right here. So it was actually a really good view. It wasn't that bad of a view, to be honest. It like a lot of people may think this is cheap seats, but just I guess it kind of is. But it was nice because one, we had a concierge, we had someone always waiting on us. So we were able to get food pretty easily. We got an all-you-can-eat buffet, which was like $32. And you guys may think $32, that's a lot. No, if you guys go to these stadium shows, if you think about $32, if you do the math in your head and you say, okay, concierge is $32, like or all you can eat is $32. You get all you can eat for $32. Let's see. If I get a burger, if I get this, if I get a beer, it adds up almost to $30. So you pretty much are saving a lot of money for all you can eat at $32, man. What's up, Mike Blue Tea? Thank you, man, so much. So it was a good savings right here for it. So Double or Nothing. This was the seats. This was the area. We had a pretty cool suite. I ain't gonna lie. We had a pretty cool suite. The front row, I didn't talk to anyone in the front row. It was like a kid, some dad, and then like two other guys that I didn't really talk to. The second row in front of us, we had this really nice fan. He was like super cool. He just kind of kept to himself. He had a huge beard, man. Like all I remember about this guy was that he had a huge ass beard. And then we had these three people who were Vegas regulars, and they just were so sick and so nice, man. Like they were super cool people and stuff like that. And then my row was me and my buddies, and then one random fan, and then and then the bar top was like three other people. So it was an overall cool experience, man. Yeah, no, $32. That's what I was trying to tell people, man. It's so worth it. And you don't have to pay for anything else, man. You get everything like burgers, hot dogs, chicken tenders, pasta. You get all this crazy stuff, and it's so good too. But yeah, so these were the view of the seats. Now, the event itself, man, the Hookhausen match, the arena wasn't full. The arena wasn't full. The arena was kind of a little bit empty around that time. But the arena started to fill up during the MJF and Wardlow match. MJF and Wardlow, crowd was super hot. I absolutely loved that match just because of how hot the crowd was. Wardlow was just over. The second match of the night, the Hardy Boys versus the Young Bucks. It wasn't until the middle of the match that you knew there was something wrong with Jeff. Honestly, live, the match wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but the match was pretty rough. Pretty rough overall. It was the best match per se. And then I made a decision. I wanted to get some merchandise. And so I saw House of Black come out, and I said, okay, I'm gonna get some merchandise. Oh yeah, Jade Cargill versus Anna Jay. Stokely Hathaway and Athena got pops, but other than that, the match itself, a very forgettable match. I mean, in fact, I almost talked over it. So I decided to go get some merchandise during House of Black versus Death Triangle. Was that a dumb mistake? Probably. The match was really good. I was able to watch the match because they had TVs everywhere. That's the one thing about T-Mobile Arena. I will say this with T-Mobile Arena. They built that thing so perfectly for people who don't want to sit down. They really did. Because the suite area, if you just go a little bit down, you can go to the all-exclusive Bud Light experience. And the Bud Light experience is just a bar. So if you don't want to sit in your suite and you don't want to sit anywhere else, you can sit at the Bud Light experience, and they have curtains that they will open up at times, and you can see the live viewing experience. They won't do it all the time. Obviously, that would just be kind of cheating, but they just kind of leave it open. It's nice. It's a cool experience. I didn't really sit there. I kind of wanted to go get some merchandise. So it was super cool because everywhere you looked, there was a TV everywhere. There was a TV everywhere, man. It was like super crazy. So if you're someone that's like, oh man, I'm gonna miss so much action, don't worry about it if you're in Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena, because there's TVs everywhere, and I gotta condone them on that because that was really clutch. It was the fact that there was so much TVs that you did not feel like you would be missing a match or missing any sort of action because you just look up and there's a TV chilling right there. So T-Mobile Arena was beautiful when it came to that, man. And so I went to go get the shirt, talk to some fans. They were really nice and stuff like that. All the fans I met, I'll say this, all cool, nice people. But the merch line was mad long, man, mad long. And not even kidding you, this is a true story. We were in line for merch. Adam Cole came out. A bunch of fans left the merch line just to go Adam Cole, baby. I was like, oh my God, y'all leaving for this? I'm staying in line and stuff like that. So I stayed in line. I got my Owen Hart shirt. I was debating between a Double or Nothing or Owen Hart shirt. Ended up going with the Owen Hart shirt, $40, fine. That's the one thing. AEW's prices, oh my goodness. Buy your shirts online. Go to Shop AEW. Use whatever promo codes. The extra 2-week shipping is way better than what they do. And the shirt selections was ass. I'll say that. If I wasn't going in for an Owen shirt, I would have been disappointed if I wanted like a Ricky Stark shirt, a Swerve Strickland shirt. They did not have the strongest shirts selection. The shirts that they had were like a CM Punk shirt, CM Punk jacket, Adam Cole baby. That's it. And then they just had a bunch of regular AEW stuff. That's all they had. But I got the Owen Hart shirt, so that was pretty cool. So I came in back to the suite during the Owen Hart tournament, and it was the Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe match and the Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho match. Now I tweeted this out, and I did not notice, but I was sitting next to Owen Hart's family the whole time. The whole time during Double or Nothing, I was sitting next to Owen Hart's family. Because this is what happened, man. I'm telling you the story. So I had my bag, right? And my friend goes, "Oh, what you get?" And I'm like, "Man, I had to get the Owen Hart shirt." Lady next to me in the suite goes, "Great selection." I'm like, "I know, right? This shirt's so sick." I'm just saying it so casually. Keep in mind, I had a little bit of brewskis in me too. You know, I'm not the most sober human being at this point. And so then afterwards, watching the match, I'm having a good time. And I don't know what came over me, but I was like, "Yo, I'm putting on my Owen shirt now." During the celebration, during the thing, the whole like suite minus like the Oj and stuff, they were looking at me like, I'm like, bro, am I doing something wrong? I'm just chanting for Martha. I'm just going, yeah, Owen. I'm chanting, thank you, Owen. You know, I'm just doing that. I'm not doing anything wrong. But they were like, I guess my friend was telling me they were smiling when they were looking at me, like they just loved it. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. And so I was like, okay, cool. And so then afterwards, the whole thing wraps up and stuff like that. And I remember I saw that, you know, Oj. I didn't know that was Oj at the time. I just thought it was a family. I said, yo, I think that's Owen's family. I said that to my friend. The girl who complimented me on the shirt, she shakes her head saying, yeah, it is. I was like, oh, shoot. I didn't even know, man. So it was awkward. So the next match, I can't even remember what the next match was, because Oj was sitting right next to me. So the suites are separated by glass. So let me pull up the suite pic one more time so you guys can understand. See this right here? This is the suite's glass that separates like the other suite and stuff like that. Oj was sitting right next to me on his phone the whole time, just chilling. And I remember telling my friend, I kind of want to give him a fist bump, but I was so nervous. I was so nervous to give Oj a fist bump at this time. It was absolutely hilarious how nervous I was. What's it called, to give Oj a fist bump? And so and he was sitting there all by his lonesome. Everyone else, like in the suite, I guess they were emotional after the event, but Oj was sitting right next to me, and I could have at any moment be like, "Yo, man, that was sick," and just got a fist bump. And I'm not a nervous person. Like, I don't get nervous about these type of things, but for whatever reason, something in me was like, "Nah, man, just let him be. Just let him chill, bro. He just had a moment. Let him relax." Like, something in me was just like, "Yo, I ain't gonna talk to him like that." So I once again, I don't know what match is happening at this point because I'm just still starstruck. But then the queen herself, Martha Hart, comes into the suite next to me. I don't know what happened. Some demon took over me. Some force took over me. I said, "Screw it. Martha! Martha!" Just started screaming like an idiot. Oh my goodness. Screaming like a moron. Martha! Martha! But hey, man, the screaming ended up working. Look at this beautiful picture. Me and Martha Hart. These are the two homies that were behind us. These guys were so sick. They were cool human beings, man. They were cool human beings. But yeah, I took a picture with Martha. Now I know I could have, easily, look. YouTuber side of me felt, hey, yo, let me go make this the thumbnail. Let me make this the thumbnail. But then I was like, nah, man, like this was such a cool moment, man. So I remember too, I was just like, Martha, oh my God. I gave her a big old hug and stuff. And first of all, the raven-haired lady that helped me, she was so nice. She brought Martha over to me and I gave her a hug. I'm like, "Martha, may I please have a photo?" And she goes, "Of course, yes." And so then afterwards, we take a bunch of photos. And so then Martha goes like, "Check your photos, make sure you're happy with them so we can retake them." And I said, "Oh no, Martha." I said, "They look fine." So first of all, I wish I did kind of ask for a retake. Her hair was black. What do you want me? I don't know what to say. Her hair was black, guys. Stop. But yeah, what's it called? So this right here, why my eyes are like this is because I got distracted by the AEW camera. So AEW was filming us while this was going on. It was so awkward. So I got distracted. So then afterwards, Martha and we took a selfie. And I didn't post a selfie because the selfie, it wasn't bad. It was just like, what's it called? It wasn't a bad selfie. It was just the lighting wasn't really the best when it came to it. But we did take a selfie together. She actually asked for a selfie and stuff like that. She actually asked for a selfie. So I'm going to show you guys the selfie pic right now, exclusive to only Chase Oliver YouTube channel members or YouTube channels. But yeah, see, this was us taking a selfie. She grabbed my phone and everything like that. She was like, "I want to take a selfie." And I was like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, Martha, you do whatever. This is your show." I was like, whatever and stuff like that. But yeah, no, Martha is so nice. I thanked her. And I think she liked me too because I was like, "Yo, the belts, they look like the Calgary Stampede title belts." And she was like, "Whoa, this guy's a fan," and stuff like that. But the whole suite next to me, they liked me a lot because the whole time I was like, look, when I go to wrestling events, guys, I'm a very, very, I'm very vocal. I have fun with the events and stuff like that. But yeah, dude, it was so funny. So after I took my picture with Martha in the suite, everyone else was trying to go after her and she just left. She was like, no one else gets a picture with me. Only Chase flipping Oliver does, man. So I got my picture with Martha. I met Martha Hart. And like I said, the rest of the event, most of it was a blur, bro. I don't even remember what's it called. I don't even remember like what was going on, like the rest of the event. Like the last thing, like, and what I mean by this, I wasn't drunk like that. Like, I don't remember the matches that were happening at the time. I was just like so starstruck. I was like, yo, dude, like I got to meet Martha. I got to talk to her. She was just like the sweetest woman ever. And so then afterwards, I remember this happening during the Sammy Guevara match. I got another tap on the shoulder from the Hart family people, and they decided to give me this. They decided to give me an Owen Hart Foundation bandana. I don't know why. They just gave it to me, and they said, and the lady literally said, "You're the most passionate fan we've ever sat next to." That keep that passion. That's what she literally told me. You're the most passionate fan we've ever sat next to. And I was like, whoa. And so she gave me a bandana, and I was able to get 2 bandanas for my friends because they're like, oh, who's your friends? We want to give them bandanas too because they've been loud, which is funny. My friends weren't really that loud during the event. It's just me. It's just me. My one friend was. My other friend was kind of like, he was chilling. But like, yeah, they just gave me this bandana and stuff like that. And it was a really cool thing. I was like, man, I wasn't expecting this, bro. It's like cool to see, like, they love that type of stuff. Like a fan just going to an event, screaming, cheering, having a good time, man. Like it's like crazy. So that's the bandana that is tied to me in the pictures and stuff, is this Owen Hart bandana that they gave me and stuff like that. So I always remember that from the Sammy Guevara match. From the Sammy Guevara match. I don't know why I said Sammy Guevara and stuff like that. So yeah, I was like just having a good time, man. And the last 4 matches. So during Serena Deeb and Thunder Rosa, I'll be honest, man. Kind of missed that a little bit. Missed it a little bit. The guys in the second row, him and his lady, they were super cool. They gave me and my friend some alcoholic beverages and drinks during that. So that was pretty cool. The tag team title match was super sick live. Anarchy in the Arena was the best match live, man. There was actually a suite next to us that was empty. So me and my suite were thinking that they might use it for Anarchy in the Arena. So we were all kind of like everyone. When I'm telling you, everyone during Anarchy in the Arena, like we had this one guy, he was posted, man. He was ready. Like if there was anything going to be filmed for Anarchy in the Arena or just be used, he was ready for it, man. It was cool though, but we thought that could be a possibility because the suite to the left of us was just completely empty. Like there was no one there. So that's why I was like, man, dude, this was sick. So Anarchy in the Arena was great. Listening to Wild Thing live was fun. It was a fun overall experience, man. It was a fun overall experience and stuff like that. But after Anarchy in the Arena and the tag team title match, it was the main event. The main event was fine. It was fine live. I'm a Heyman Page fan, so I was kind of upset seeing that happen. Seeing my boy Heyman kind of job out. Did not like that. But it was a fine match live. CM Punk won. We got a little bit afterwards where Punk, thanked thanked the fans and said he won't do a buckshot lariat, and they celebrated with FTR and stuff like that. So it was a good time. So overall, man, I'll say AEW Double or Nothing, and especially my experience, man, it was so much different than most other people's experiences. It was a good overall time. It was like one of my favorite wrestling events I went to. I wouldn't say the best I've ever been to, but it was one of my favorites I've ever went to. And my blue tea, to me personally, that was like a cool part, seeing CM Punk come out and win a championship. Like that was kind of surreal to me, man. Like, not gonna lie. The mid-card reign is finally over. Thank the heavens. It might be back, man. We need an interim champion here in AEW. But yeah, let me go ahead and now let you guys know that the Q&A portion is starting. So Q&A, ask anything. So I just want to do that out there. Thank you guys. But I'm not ending the stream, but I just want to thank those who stayed and listened to the story and like enjoyed what I had to see, man. Dude, Rampage, bro. Tony Khan was like such a mark during Rampage. So he came out before Rampage and he was just like, guys, we got such a great show. I can't wait to share it with you. It's going to be sick and awesome. I feel like we should just get started now. Let's get the entrances on the way. Justin Roberts, do your thing. It was funny, too, because before Rampage, his mic didn't work. His mic didn't work at all, so Justin Roberts had to run up there and give him his mic and stuff like that. So that was pretty funny. And then after Rampage, He was like, how sick was that episode of Rampage, boys? We got yourself a wonderful dark. There's going to be some people on the pay-per-view. There's going to be some wonderful matches on the line. You can't miss this. It's going to be great. And so I stayed for the dark and stuff like that, man. Dude, you got to go to an AEW event, man. You got to go to. Hey, man, I've been working on my Tony Khan, man. I've been working on it. Well, also, too, my voice is very raspy right now still from not only being sick, but from the event. So I kind of got the Tony Khan down because, I'm talking a lot. I'm over here and I get the little squeak in the voice every once in a while. So I'm able to do the voice and go right there. We're going on Rampage and it's going to be a great time, man. Make sure you guys watch Dynamite tomorrow. We're going to crown ourselves the #1 contender to the interim AEW championship. So. That was a good Tony Khan impression. But yeah, he was having a good time on Rampage, man. He was having a good time on the good old Rampage, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, if you guys have any other questions to ask me, shoot them out and stuff like that. So I'll do what's it called? So I'll answer as much questions as I can, and then I'm gonna go head out and walk my dogs before it gets too dark. Here in California, we have actually coyotes. I don't know if y'all know that, but there's coyotes in my area. So it's good to walk the dog before the coyotes come down, dude. Yeah, he just rambles, man. Did you see Tony Khan's media scrum? It was hilarious. That's fucking bullshit. he got all that on there. Punk didn't even have to answer that question. Punk was just like, hey, man, Tony, if you can answer this question, that's fine. Oh, yeah, the last picture I need to show y'all. I need to show you the AEW championship picture. Let me go ahead and get that bad boy up. I mean, it's my profile picture, so I'll just go share this, man, real quick. So this was actually pretty funny, man. This is actually pretty funny. This picture came because I saw a fan with the belt. I said, hey, man, can I take a picture with the belt? And he goes, you're not going to jack it from his first response was, you're not going to jack it from me, are you? I'm like, bro, what the? No, I just want a picture with the belt. Took a picture with his belt, gave it to him. He was a cool guy. So, but it was a funny picture. But yeah, I got the picture with the belt. Obviously, I'm like so gone by that point and stuff like that. Oh yeah, dude, Rough, he's chilling, man. Rough, yeah, his name is Rough. So like the dog noise, RUFF. He likes that spot because that's where my body is. So when I sleep on the left side, so it's just the heat, man. When did Chase Gage become the AEW World Champion? I don't know, man. He won it, dude. He probably stole it, dude. Chase Gage is out there. If you guys don't follow the Around the Point universe, Chase Gage, one of the many personalities of Chase Oliver, attacked Chase Covington. Now he's on the run because he has a warrant for his arrest. He may have murdered someone. We don't know. And now he's the AEW World Champion somehow. The UFC's biggest stars have to fight, like Nate, Dustin, Jones, Usman, Covington, etc. Since the UFC is lacking star power this year with the fights lately, and it's a total whack sauce. UFC has these years where like the guys don't fight, but you gotta look at it this way. The Nate situation is they just want to keep him on contract a little bit longer. They want to re-sign him. I think if they want to re-sign him, they don't want Nate to be a free agent and go do these YouTube boxing fights. Dustin, I heard a rumor that he's trying to fight Justin Gaethje, which is good. John Jones, it's up to Stipe Miocic to be ready to fight. Kamaru Usman's injured. Colby can't fight right now because he's trying to sue Masvidal for brain damage. So if he goes up and fights, guess who ain't gonna get any pension for brain damage? Colby Covington. So that's why he ain't fighting. So that's why you ain't seeing no big stars going to be fighting anytime soon, man. Dude, that's everybody's first response in California. I should know. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Maybe because Benham, some people, they don't have coyotes in their area. You didn't mention your thoughts on the Darby and O'Reilly match. I think that's when me and Martha took the picture. I can't remember when we took the picture, but we took a picture at some point during the match. Actually, I was dancing during Dance Away. I was like, oh, well, I'll move up to the Dance Away. Who has more personalities, Matt Hardy or Chase Oliver? Oh, Matt Hardy. This year's summer fights are so weak, in my opinion. Huge missed opportunity for the UFC. The Singapore card, I don't know, man. It's kind of a miss. I'm not going to lie. I love Yuri Prochazka, but, like, I don't know. Am I going to pay $70? And everyone's like, get a VPN, Chase. Trust me, it's cheaper. It is cheaper, but you also have to pay for the VPN. So is it worth it down the line? I don't think so, especially for this card. I mean, Yuri Prohashka, I like him, but Zhang Li versus Joanna, sure. Valentina, is there an upset there? Possibly, but it's not something that I necessarily need to watch, man. What's up, Amir? Hey, Amir, if you want to hear some fun Vegas stories, go back a little bit. You can hear my story how I met Martha. I think I told you in private. I was so stoked. I was so geeked up when I met Martha. I sent like that picture to like all the close homies first before I posted it live. I just need to, just show them. Always show the homies first. More depressing decline, Chuck Liddell or Tony Ferguson? Oh, Chuck. Dude, Tony's decline is not that depressing. First of all, Tony can still beat some of the bums in the lightweight division, bro. Like, he can still beat some of the bums. He ain't losing to some of these bums. But Chuck Liddell, dude, he was getting knocked out by middleweights. He was like, he just was looking terrible, bro. This is the weakest year in the UFC in a minute. Yeah, man, it's just the title fights are not landing up. It's like they had a lot of big cards early on this year, so that's what happened. Oh, what's going on? My camera just shut off. Oh, bizarre. I give you a reason, to dance away. Well, as long as you guys can hear me, that's fine. UFC is going to have a dry year this year. I think the end of the year they could probably salvage it, but yeah, it's not the strongest year of all time. Does it feel like Izzy is spinning wheels? Is Izzy enough of a draw for people to buy his fights and cause them to and fights just because of him and not of a huge dance partner? Huge dance partner. Jesus Christ, Chase talk. I feel like Izzy is a very wonderful mixed martial artist. He's going to be a lot of hardcore fans' favorite fighters. But when it comes to the casuals, all the hype up of he's the next Anderson, he's the next John Jones, he fights very, very smart, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to fight smart, but for the casual fans, and especially what you market him as, because UFC markets this guy like he's a finisher. Like Izzy literally can finish the fight at any time, but Izzy is very smart. Like he's not going to take risk against guys if he knows they can knock him out. They're hoping Cannonier could do that. They're hoping Cannonier can get that dog in him like we know that he has. Izzy has a dog. Izzy can take a punch. That's not the question. The question is like, hey, who can just make Izzy uncomfortable enough to fight that fight? And the problem is, it's like, Izzy, after losing to Jan Blachowicz, it's one of those things, man, like where you feel invincible. You feel like to the point that you could beat anyone. You lose a fight to Jan Blachowicz, and let's be real, Jan Blachowicz, is he really close to a title fight anytime soon in his own division? No. You lost to like the third best guy in the division that you felt you were going to dominate. Now you got to play a little bit smarter. And a lot of these guys that are middleweights, let's just be real, they're also light heavyweights. Jared Cannonier used to fight at heavyweight. Adesanya, to me, it's like he'll draw for his fan base, like outside of the US, he's a draw. But like, unless you watch like highlights, it's kind of like, oh man, I don't know. Because Izzy has had some boring fights. He's had some boring fights. The Romero fight was boring. The Whitaker fight was not really the most eventful fight, especially if you watched the first one. The first one was actually a really good fight between both guys. The second one was just kind of like, yeah, it was a good technical fight, but it ain't something that casuals will like. And especially when you show Izzy's highlights, it's always him finishing people, doing the machine gun taunt, and especially the way Izzy talks and stuff. It's like, it's one of those things that's different. I don't think he's a draw for casuals. I think him and Usman are very similar. I think Usman's more of a draw, to be honest. Can Conor McGregor afford another loss, or is he kind of unshakable as far as fan perception? He can afford another loss. Conor's at that point where he has like what I like to call like a big star record, where it's like he could lose and it doesn't matter because people are going to be like, oh, it's Conor McGregor. Look, all he needs is a couple sound bites. All he needs is one good moment. And also the way he's lost recently, like let's just be real. Conor has had these built-in excuses for a lot of his losses. You look at the Dustin Poirier fight, you say to yourself, oh, well, he broke his leg. And, oh, well, if he didn't break his leg, who would have known? Dustin probably would have tired out. Maybe Conor figured out Dustin. You look at the first fight with the second fight with Dustin, Conor was coming back after a layoff. We haven't seen a full camp with Conor. So that's the thing, man. What are you anticipating for the upcoming NFL season? Would you agree that the last year was actually a good season for the NFL? I don't. What do you mean by good season? I mean, the primetime games were good, yes. But what do you mean by good season? That's what I mean. NFL is always going to have a good season. It's going to be a strong season. Right now, they're dealing with the battle with Deshaun Watson. That guy is really crazy when it comes down to it. Very, 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 very shaky with that guy, man. Very shaky. So yeah, very shaky when it comes to that. Connor needs another win. Low-key, Connor has the grace of luck having believable excuses. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. People can add like the excuses to Connor and stuff like that. And then, like I said, my casual friends, they still get hyped up for McGregor. They'll be like, oh, isn't he losing? It's still Connor. He'll come back. Even though it never happened. What are your thoughts on LeBron saying he would want to play with Golden State? I understand from LeBron's perspective. LeBron James, he's getting to that point where he's old. He can't carry a team like he can anymore. He can't carry bumps. Like that Laker team, if this was LeBron in 2016, they'd be in the playoffs. They'd probably be in the Western Conference Finals. Would they be in the NBA Finals? I don't know. But they would at least be in the Western Conference Finals. LeBron is at that point where he is not, what's it called? LeBron is at that point now where he can still put up the points, but he can't carry teams like he used to. His body is not going to allow him to do that. He's still a wonderful player. He's still honestly, if you don't have LeBron in your top 10, you're crazy. You're honestly crazy. If I hear you go like top 10 players in the NBA and you don't have LeBron James, I'm like, yo, what's your problem? Now, if you put LeBron on Golden State, that's a team where, it kind of fits with this timeline and it has players because the problem with LeBron is this. LeBron always feels like that he just needs people to help him. See, LeBron, I figured out what LeBron was trying to do this whole time with the Lakers. He was tired of rebounding. He was tired of playing defense like that. He wanted some bigs to help him rebound the basketball and could run the fast break and then also have some shooters around him on the guard position. Because I was always curious, why is LeBron not bringing in bigs that can shoot? Why does he have guys like Dwight Howard, DeAndre Jordan, and all these other guys, these bigs that can't shoot? And it's because LeBron was hoping like, oh, let me get these athletic bigs. Let me get these bigs that will help rebound, but are athletic to run the floor with me. But what LeBron doesn't realize is Dwight Howard's not as athletic as he used to. AD is not really the fastest big around, and you didn't surround yourself with the right shooters. I mean, that's the thing. And if he goes to Golden State, he's surrounded by shooters. They can get an athletic big. They have a guy like Draymond Green that can help. That can help, LeBron James do what he wants to do and also rebound. And not to mention the fact he can have, pieces to trade. The Warriors have pieces to trade where they say, hey, they can literally package Wiggins and Wiseman. They have James Wiseman just chilling there. Like he's like such a tradable piece. And Wiggins, why would you want to keep him under contract? You can just sign him and trade him for any superstar. A team's going to take a risk on Wiggins because of age, and they have Moody and Kuminga to replace Wiggins. That's the thing. And then also too, they might be moving on from Clay too. Clay could get traded at any time. Jordan Poole keeps playing how he's playing. Why would you want to keep Clay? 600K to 800K casuals, but that's also counting worldwide. Is that just USA or worldwide? What was the point for bringing in Johnny Elite? The guy's 0-2 in a fresh company. Didn't he win one on Dark? I don't know. They just like Johnny Elite. RDA breaking his foot is a real game changer in UFC forever, man. How far will Paddy Pimblett go in the UFC? Oh, man, I think he's losing in July, bro. He's actually fighting a good fighter. He's fighting a guy that can actually fight. Because here's the problem with Paddy Pimblett. A lot of people don't know this about Paddy Pimblett. He is not a fucking striker. I don't know why people think he's a striker, but they just automatically think Paddy Pimblett, striker. He's not a striker. Paddy Pimblett is a jiu-jitsu guy. He can't strike yet. His striking's ass. He's not going to succeed in a division full of strikers. Favorite Demon Slayer fight? Rengoku versus God, I forgot his name already. Akaza. What is the story of Ryan Garcia dropping the fight with Isaac Cruz to fight a bum in July? It's called Garcia's a bitch, bro. It's called Garcia went to De La Hoya. De La Hoya is trying to rebuild it, man. Garcia, look, Garcia's just not ready, man. He like people want to crown him. They want to crown him, but he ain't ready, dude. He ain't on the level of any of these top lightweights. He really isn't, man. So yeah. Yeah, he did. Worldwide. Hamza should fight Luque or Bilal Muhammad. Muhammad would probably make the most sense. Why would you fight Luque? Luque's on a skid. Doesn't benefit you any. Muhammad's more of a dangerous threat. And also, I feel like he could beat. I don't know. Bilal Muhammad, he's giving me major Kamaru Usman vibes, and in a good way. In a good way, where it's like I don't know if he's good, but I feel like we can doubt. Like I feel like Usman will go through everyone else, kind of like T would, and like I truly believe Usman will probably like wreck like Leon Edwards, and then he fights Bilal Muhammad, and then for whatever reason, Muhammad just outpoints Usman in a boring ass fight, and we're just like, how did this happen? How did Bilal Muhammad beat Kamaru Usman? Just like Usman with Tyron Woodley, where it's like, yeah, Usman's cool, but I don't know, Tyron Woodley, he's looking good, and Usman just like outpointed Woodley, and you're like, how? I feel like that's gonna happen. I don't know why. I like Dominic Cruz's UFC commentary. It's good. He's just nasally. You know, he sounds like this. I'm talking into the fight. That's my Connor impression. I can't even do Dominic Cruz anymore. But he's like, you know, and they're entering right there. That's what you gotta watch out for. You gotta watch out for that. Like he's so nasally. I don't like it. Rolly Romero's funny, but it's like it's just what was his name? Broner. It's just Broner, bro. Yeah, he's waiting for Stipe. I don't know why people do not understand. They wanted to do Stipe and John Jones for July, but they said no. Well, Stipe said no. Stipe said, I want September. So they're waiting on Stipe. Once Stipe says he wants to fight, then it's John Jones versus Stipe. Whether that's for the interim heavyweight championship or not, that's yet to be determined. But yeah, no, John Jones is going to fight at heavyweight either this year or later. Who do you think Nick Diaz should fight? Dude, no one. I don't want to see Diaz fight, bro. Diaz is fun, but I don't. Who's a guy like Carlos Condit? Didn't he just retire? That's the only fight I will take for Nick Diaz. If I see him and Carlos Condit, they run a rematch of their infamous fight, Diaz 125. I'll take that. Thoughts on the decline of Thiago Santos and Dominic Reyes? Were they truly good, or did John Jones just make us think they were that good? Thiago Santos just suffered bad injuries, and he's kind of been skittish ever since. He was a good fighter, Thiago Santos. It was just those injuries have made him skittish, and his gas tank is just not what it used to be, because Thiago Santos used to have a really, really good gas tank. Dominic Reyes is a good fighter. Dominic Reyes just had the unfortunate thing where, you know, John Jones, the thing was he fought very safe and he point fighted a lot of the end of his UFC run, man. And that's where it kind of like, that's what kind of like hurt John Jones a little bit, is like we make it like he did such a good job preventing them from winning, but like at the end of the day, they look better than John Jones. So just because John Jones, it's like Tank Davis, when Tank Davis like fought that one dude and he didn't look great, so he thought that other guy looked good. That's what it was. John Jones just didn't fight his best fight. He just didn't fight his best fight. John Jones did not fight his best fight. He fought a very, very safe fight. He fought very low to the standards that we have for John Jones. So of course we think Thiago Santos and we think that Dominic Reyes are better than him. But I think they're good fighters. I think both of them are good. It's just that the division just has a monster that believes samurais are real, and he lives his life like he believes it. Like when you have a guy like Yuri Prochazka is like a real life character, bro. Real life character. This guy's a real life character. So that's why it's like when you I don't know how to explain it, man, but these guys that are Yuri Prochazka, they're just like once in a generation human beings, bro. Guy was not born in this era. He was born to be somewhere else. He skipped too many eras. Honest thoughts on Avatar: The Last Airbender getting new content. What new content would Chase want to see? They're getting new content. I thought it was. I don't give a fuck. That's my honest thoughts. Don't care. They ruined it with Cora. Whatever you do, I don't know. Give me some Zuko content. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. Nick Diaz versus Cowboy, because why not? No, Cowboy is just gonna pull. Dude, Cowboy is so unreliable. Cowboy went from the most reliable fighter to like, bro, I don't even want to see this guy fight. He'll pull out. He'll be like, oh, I got nervous, sports depression, like, or something. And I'm not saying that he doesn't have that, but that's just what he's gonna do. He's just gonna be all like, oh yeah, I'm down to fight. I'll fight Nick Diaz, and then all of a sudden he'll just disappear. So no, I don't trust Cowboy anymore, man. Yeah, Nick Diaz, Carlos Condit. Who says no to that? So yeah. Predictions on what's going to happen for Cena's return. He's most likely going to face Austin Theory, which I think is a waste of his return, to be honest. I don't know. Something about Theory. He's good. He does his thing. Just not for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think the selfie gimmick, he has a good gimmick. I think he has very solid comedic timing. In the ring, there's just something where it's like, he's like a created wrestler. Like, he just does too much in the ring. Like he has to use the fact that like he can't wrestle an indie style to get the fans to care, but he can't really wrestle like the traditional WWE style. So he has like this weird hybrid, and he just does moves where I'm like, why do you do this move? Like, why do you have to do a cartwheel to a neck breaker? Like, what is this? He wrestles so weird. How would you book a promo segment between Justin Gaethje and Kurt Angle? Hey, Justin, I want to show you that I am the real American machine. Kurt, I think it's stupid. Quitters always quit. I don't know. I don't know what the book. Oh, probably Kurt Angle trying to show Justin Gaethje why you're a quitter, and Justin Gaethje being like, I'm no quitter, or something like that. I don't know. Overall, probably Demon Slayer. Naruto has some terrible shit near the end. Thoughts on Cody's torn pectoral muscle? Hey man, couldn't be me, man. I would never wrestle on that or anything like that. But hey, he felt it was safe enough, and he put on an instant classic. It don't affect me, man. It ain't my body. You know what I'm saying? But good on him, man. He did his thing. Cody Rhodes did his thing. It's an image you're always going to remember. I'll say that too. Punk and Del Rio. Yeah, they had some good matches. Their Survivor Series match where Punk finally won. Well, he won the title, but where Punk's run started as champion. That's a good one. Punk and Del Rio. Del Rio, dude, he got all the hype, bro. Remember, like, he had Ricardo. He had the cars and stuff like that. Oh my god, dude, he got all the hype. Man, I wish Santos Escobar was a thing at that time. I mean, he was, but talking about like they pushed him. That's my favorite guy right now in 2.0. I love Escobar, bro. I love that guy. He's so good. Cody is the babyface that people actually like that WWE is pushing. Yeah, no, like the thing is, Cody Rhodes he knows the system. He figured it out. He used AEW. He's the first big time AEW defect to come back to WWE. But the thing is, he's not presenting himself like a WWE version of himself. It's literally AEW Cody in WWE, and it's like, oh wow, this guy's different. He doesn't feel like everyone else. He's coming out there. He's wearing the suits. He has the Kingdom theme song. He gets the pyro. He's presented as important, and he's presented as the same character that people saw him transform to on the Independence. It's not like he came back and Vince is like, all right, get rid of the stupid blonde hair. You're going back to black hair. Give him smoke and mirrors. Give him that old version and stuff like that. No, comes back. He has wrestling as the one royal family. If the Cody Vader just worked, he would have that. But the problem is, it was just his head would be poking out the whole time. But yeah, no, it's literally just AEW Cody in WWE, and people like it. And Cody's going out there and he's like, hey, look, I can wrestle a different style now. I'm not wrestling because Cody, when he, like, the one thing Cody learned on the Independence is how to wrestle like an independent wrestler, how to wrestle that style where you go just balls to the wall crazy. But he learned, but now what he also added to that was how to tell that style in a WWE type story. That's what he was doing in AEW. And that's why a lot of people were like, oh, it's 3-star Cody. It's just Cody Rhodes because he wrestles basic ass matches. So yeah. But yeah, that's why I try to tell people it's like a Cody Rhodes, he connects well because of what he does, you know. They showed behind the scenes of the live action One Piece show for Netflix. Oh, I'll check that out later. Better story, Yu Hakusho or Demon Slayer? Oh, Demon Slayer, especially Yu Hakusho at the end goes stupid. Oh, Yusuke's a demon. The fuck? Do you have a problem with Cody using big words in promos? No, it fits him. It fits what Cody's doing when he goes omnipotous and he says words that I don't even understand. I'm like, yeah, that's Cody. like I see Cody using these words. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whenever Roman loses the belt, do you think he should go away for a bit? If so, how long? I personally don't think he should go away because that would not make sense for the Roman character to go away. If that makes sense, because Roman's character is all about like, I have the titles. This is my reign. I control everything in WWE. Now he loses the titles. He's losing control. He's no longer the head of the table. And Roman Reigns, his character, if he's shown anything, he needs that power. The reason why he's able to take breaks, the reason why where he is, is because he has those belts. So I would almost think the better story would be when Roman loses, he starts losing control of the fact that he's no longer the head of the table. He has no power at all. Like, could you imagine Roman Reigns just starts losing and he goes, Vince. Like, he's like trying to ask Adam Pearce to do something. And Adam Pearce is like, well, you're no longer Universal Champion. And Roman's like, he tries to go in his own little locker room. They take away everything. He's like, what's going on here, Adam? Why is all my stuff leaving? And then later on, Adam Pearce is like, well, Roman Reigns, you are no longer the WWE Universal Champion, which means this locker room does not belong to you. It belongs to Cody Rhodes. Roman starts losing it, and then he starts like going like he has no power. Then the Usos start betraying him. It's like that's the story that will have to be interesting to tell. Why would you take away Roman Reigns off TV? If anything, Roman Reigns should still be on TV because he needs his belts back. He needs his power back. He should have. He's already gone. Well, what does he need to be? Oh, Vince, I lost the belts. Time to disappear again. No, he's already gone from TV. He's making just special event appearances. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's already gone. But I feel like Roman Reigns' character, it would make no sense for him to disappear again and stuff. I feel like he'd be so desperate to get that power back because he would not have the power anymore to influence anyone. I think AEW is smart for easing off Darby a little bit, and here's why. I think they saw that the ceiling with him is just doing like high spots. I feel like his style is fun to wrestle with, but it's not also the one that you want to see every single week. I think they like him still, but I think they realize like, hey, he's probably not a guy we want to build like the whole company around. He's a piece, but he's not a main piece. Like, and I feel like the fans have cooled off on Darby a little bit too, because I feel like AEW has signed talent that's a little bit more interesting than Darby. Hey, Yagan, once you finish Demon Slayer, you'll see why, but you ain't there yet, bro. I read the whole manga. I know I want to spoil it for you, man. You just got to read the whole thing then. Yeah, exactly. And there's WWE fans who like both too. It is quite shocking that Roman has taken a part-time schedule this early in his reign as the top guy. And really, to be honest, man, like he's taking it at the weirdest time because summertime is normally the hottest time for WWE. Maybe they just want to save him for the NFL season because they know they're going to get their asses kicked more in that time frame. But I'm like, yo, like, who, like, really, to be honest, as an adult, fall time, I'm tuning out of WWE. I'm not even watching weekly of Raw or anything like that. Like, I don't even check. Like, I'll watch like clips, but I ain't watching like that. You know, I check out of wrestling during football season, man. I'm trying to enjoy some football. That's when I'm like the dumbest of wrestling. I don't know any storylines that are going on and stuff, man. You should have had it with the Usos attack Cody Rhodes. I think it's good that they're keeping Cody away from Roman. Like tease that when you want to. Yeah, I know, but then he's still trash, bro. You don't have to defend Takashi. He's still what's it called? It's trash. Does the Rollins attack leave the door open for a fourth match, or you think that it was just a beatdown angle, kind of like Triple H beat up Sheamus and then fought Taker? I think it opens up a fourth match, and in fact, like if you're going to give Cody his fourth match back, and especially after if he's going to main event Mania, Rollins versus Cody for the title is not a bad thing. Or they like to do what Fastlane. There was probably a Saudi show before WrestleMania too. Why not? My prediction for Roman is probably Randy Orton. There was that report that came out that said Riddle, Orton, and McIntyre, which is fine. It'll just be kind of weird that you have Cena on a card and Cena's gonna face Austin Theory. And so, look, I just love Roman and Cena matches, and I want to say I've been to them all. Okay, but I think Randy Orton makes the most sense for the way they're going. I think Riddle will get his title shot at Money in the Bank. Roman will beat him up, will smash him, and then Randy Orton makes a triumphant return, and we get Orton versus Roman. I think Orton's also at a good point in his career because he's really hot. I think he's a safe main event for Roman at SummerSlam. If you can't do Orton, I wouldn't mind Lashley or McIntyre as Roman's opponent. Preferably McIntyre, because McIntyre is SmackDown. And I know a lot of people say, oh, what about the Clash of the Castle? Look, there's a bunch of other Europeans too. They have Gunther, they have Finn Balor. So yeah. What's worse, the pro wrestling injury bug or the UFC injury bug? Oh, I'll say this. The pro wrestling injury bug sucks. But like the thing is, the companies have other wrestlers. Like the cool thing is the company, I know this sounds weird, but I don't worry about injuries as much in pro wrestling because I always get excited. Like, not to say I don't like when people get injured, but there's like some weird excitement when it's like, okay, other people have to step up, because then some guys just break out because some dudes were injured. And you're like, oh man, I would have never saw this coming. And you're just like really happy for the guys because you're like look at Kevin Owens. He got a title run because Finn was injured. Kevin Owens walked into that title run because Finn Balor was injured, and that helped him out. So for me, I like the wrestling injury, but I don't like the wrestling injury bug. I don't think it's as bad because the UFC injury bug kills pay-per-view cards. It's not like, pay-per-view cards can just be saved out of a platter. Someone gets injured and they're off the pay-per-view. You lose interest in that pay-per-view. And then you take away, like Kamaru Usman, it sucks. We haven't seen the guy fight this year. We haven't seen the pound for pound king fight at all this year. And it's because of the damn injury bug. Like, I want to see Kamaru Usman fight. I want to see Kamaru Usman defend his crown. But I haven't seen him fight yet this year at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what sucks about the injury bug for UFC. When someone's injured for UFC, you don't know how long it takes because you want them at the best condition. WWE, AEW, whatever wrestling soup company you want to name, it's different, man. It's different. So to me personally, I really like, and I don't like it. Okay, I don't like wrestling injuries, but I get excited to see who steps up. I don't want anyone injured. If you guys know what I'm saying, I don't want anyone injured. Like injuries suck. I'm not trying to say, oh, dude, people need to get no. But the wrestling injury bug, I don't think is as bad as like people make it out to be, compared to like the UFC injury bug. Kaguya destroyed the lore of Naruto. Yeah, we talked about this, man. Why had to bring up negative shit, man? Can we talk about positive like this? I want to Orton heel turn. Why we gotta bring up Kaguya? Roman brought that wreck everyone and leave t-shirt to life because he's gone. How does WWE repay Seth Rollins booking wise for playing gatekeeper the last couple of years? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, giving him the title is fine, but I always argue the reason why the fans turned on him was because he wasn't that good of a champion for them. Like, the fans got so tired of his title run, they're like, oh yeah, man. So I don't know. Maybe give him the title. Maybe make his own belt. Maybe make the gatekeeper title. Like, I don't know, make a new mid-card belt that's more important than the current mid-card belts. Yeah, Seth Rollins is the trilogy king. How would I book Cody Rhodes' return, Lissa? He comes back, wins the Rumble. I'll give him a Rumble spot in the mid-15s. It'd be too obvious for him to come in at the end of 30. It'd be too obvious for him to enter the Rumble first. Middle of the pack of the Rumble, when the Rumble's dead, everyone's like, this is going to be a boring Rumble. And then all of a sudden you hear, boom, boom, wrestling has more than one royal family. And then Cody Rhodes comes out. You took it all away. He points at the pec muscle. He runs to the ring. He eliminates some people. He gets all hyped up. Then he lays down a little bit. Then near the end, him and Seth meet up. Bam, he wins. Takes on Roman at WrestleMania, wins the Universal title, does it for Dusty. Roman Reigns looks at him and he's pissed. And we get a Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes program. God of War 2 is the best one. It's not even close. God of War 2 is so sick. God of War 1's okay. God of War 3, yeah. The new God of War on PS4 is really good. Then the other God of Wars are okay too, like the side ones, but God of War 2 is my favorite. Sugar Show. I really do think if Cheeto Vera beats Dominic Cruz, that Sugar Show and Cheeto Vera could main event a pay-per-view. Oh, that's a good. I like that. An Austin match. That's a good reward. I don't think you will kill Austin because the thing is, Amir, Seth Rollins wrestled safe with Cody. Seth Rollins is a likable Sammy Guevara. Oh my fuck, what? He's a likable Sammy Guevara. He's a likable Sammy Guevara. You wrong for that one, ZB. Oh man. Likeable Sammy Guevara. Oh man. Romeo, I'm doing great. I'm finally not sick, but man, that Sammy Guevara comment. Oh, I almost hacked up another lung. I'm just picturing Seth coming out to Sammy Guevara's theme, but it says goes Seth Rollins, and then he comes out to Sasuke Retrieval arc legit turned Shinobi kids into men. Yeah, they did, man. My thoughts on the Resident Evil 4 remake coming out next year. Resident Evil 4 is, to me personally, it's like I like 2 a little bit more. But I think 2's been remade, right? They've had like HD remaster for 2. 4 though, especially if you played the PS2 era, that is your Resident Evil. If you grew up with the PS2 era and your parents were like, no, you can't play any games, 4 was the game. It's not my personal favorite. I know my brother really likes 4. 2's my personal favorite. 2's the one that I remember getting scared about and stuff like that. I'm not a big horror guy and anything, but this is a good remake. It's a remake people want. It's a remake people care about, and it's going to look beautiful on the current on these consoles. So I'm happy about this remake. I know it's going to sell well. It's going to be good. And hey, man, if we get closer, wait, Silent Hill has had an HD remaster, right? But yeah, no. Bro, dude, that came out of left field, dude. I was not expecting likable, that shit was funny. Likable Sammy Guevara. I was just like, oh my, well, what the fuck? Like, it's like kind of sad, but true. Do you think both Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes God mode same time besting in wrestling? Yeah, they're both really great. It sucks that they're both not active right now, but yeah, they're both great, man. Low-key, Cody winning the Rumble is too obvious. No matter the number, maybe have him get tossed and win the chamber to see Roman. That I would like see the Rumble. That would be kind of a safe team too. Like, let's just say if you want to do like a triple threat, like let's say like because Cody, he still ain't going to be 100%. And what if Roman's like, I just want to lay down during most of the match? You could do Cody, Seth, and Roman triple threat. And fans love these triple threat matches. Like they love these triple threat matches. When does a Mania triple threat match miss? All these triple threat matches at Mania are good, so why not? Choji Depp caught feelings. He probably as well. Neji should have died. Oh yeah, man. Code Veronica. Oh, that would have been a good remake too. I think the thing is though, a lot of these times, what people don't realize about these remakes is they lost a lot of the audio files. So a lot of the PS2 audio files can't really go over to these next generation consoles. So a lot of these voices are like redone. Like they redo a lot of the voices for these video games and stuff like that. So it could be like a voicing thing, it could be like a music thing too, like that. But that would be a good remake. Like, I'm just happy that they're finally going to, like, here's the thing. I just want games that I remember playing on the PlayStation 2 and stuff like that. Y'all put in a good effort, you give me a good remake, and I can play it, and it feels beautiful, and it feels like a good modern version. I know people say, "Oh, well, just keep the original." It's like, that's cool and all, but some of us want some upgrades to our graphics, man. I haven't played Code Veronica in a minute, man. Code Veronica. I haven't played that one in a long time. That was on the, what's it called? Dreamcast, right? Fucking all long as time. Yeah, I think that one would be hard to do too, just because of the audio files, especially if it's on Dreamcast. What match was the crowd most dead during that Double or Nothing? Oh, dude, legit the mixed tag. No, once Sammy Guevara's music hit, the fans booed and they're chilling, bro. They were chilling. Like, so what I'll do is this. I'm gonna rank the matches from hottest to like the lamest, like that the fans did not care. If I miss a match, I'm sorry. Hottest match, without question, Anarchy in the Arena. That's number one. Fans were so hot during that match, chanting Wild Thing and everything like that. Number two, MJF and Wardlow. That was number two right there. That was the number two thing right there. Number three hottest match was the tag team title match. Number four was the world title match. The world title match, it was kind of like a lull in the beginning, but then near the end, that's when the fans started going crazy for it. Then the fifth hottest match was the Death Triangle versus the House of Black. Rosa versus Deeb was 6. Then 7th was Jay Cargill's match because Stokely and Athena came out. So that's when the crowd started picking up during that match. The Owen Hart matches, I hate to say it, just kind of like flip-flop them, but 8 or 9, like the fans were like Adam Cole like did his finisher. No one was like anything. Like they were more excited for his entrance and stuff like that. And then the Ruby and Britt match. Now I'll say this: the whole weekend, not the whole weekend, the Britt Baker match, I think the fans were still mad that Ruby won from Rampage because at Rampage Ruby got booed. They were so pissed that Ruby Riott won that match. I mean, Ruby Soho. So they were so pissed and stuff like that. So yeah, Destination Unknown, Ruby Soho. So yeah, that match is like kind of like those matches kind of flip-flop. Like the crowd was just kind of you know, they were just kind of like they were hot for Martha, but when it came to everything else, they was like oh no, Hardy's and Young Bucks. So I'll put Hardy's and Young Bucks because it was still early. No, Hardy's and Young Bucks is below the Deeb and Thunder Rosa. So the Hardy's and Young Bucks match, it was like it picked up, but it was kind of a dead match during the most of the time, like honestly. And then the bottom three easily. This is easily the bottom 3. I don't care. Wait, did I guess bottom 2, yeah. Bottom 2. O'Reilly versus Darby Allin. Ain't no one care about that damn match. But I guarantee you, man, once Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti was done and the super kick, that match was just dead. It was a dead time. Tagoro still has one of the best lines of wanting orange juice, never alcohol. Dude, Tagoro's a badass, man. Who do you think is winning the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament? Tiffany Stratton or Roxanne Perez? Give me Roxanne Perez. But that Tiffany Stratton, man, just get her a better gimmick and she'll do good. Braun Breaker's next challenger being Apollo Crews. What else is Apollo Crews doing on the main roster? Nothing. They don't really have anyone on the current NXT roster that they want to challenge Braun Breaker. I think this is good because the thing is, you give these main roster guys to Braun Breaker, they can give a report to Vince McMahon being like, yo, the guy's ready, or, oh, man, this is what he needs to work on and stuff like that. I think this is smart. NXT is a developmental brand. Guys like Ziggler, guys like Apollo Crews, you know, if they beat Braun Breaker, hey, they should. First of all, they're freaking main roster guys, so they should beat this guy. But also, they can give scouting reports. They can tell HBK, hey, you know, this is what he needs to work on. Like, oh, hey, you know, like Vince, I don't think he's ready yet, you know, type of thing. I think it's fine. I have no problem with it. It's going to be a fine matchup. It's going to do its thing. Apollo Crews is someone that they're not using on the main roster. That's my thing with NXT 2.0. If you can, use these guys. And that was only at like, what, 20% power? Would I wear any of the FaZe apparel? Sure. I just was like laughing. I'm like, FaZe Clan, wow. I need a Yu Yu Hakusho Storm game in my life, man. They already have the Dark Tournament game. Can look now. Cody Rhodes reigns babyface in the heel book. Why can Cody Roman get it? Not a whole main roster, good heel babyface. Because Vince doesn't know how to write for the whole main roster. He only writes for the top, and everything else is just kind of delegated to other writers, and the other writers stink. What are your lows and highs for Resident Evil 3 remake compared to the original? I didn't play the remake of Resident Evil 3, to be honest with you. Do you think Sammy Guevara is a spot fest monkey? Yeah. That's all. He even says he is. He's like, that's what he does. Chase, do you have any Toonami memories? Just watching Dragon Ball, man. That's really the only memory. It's Dragon Ball and Zoids. Those are my only really Toonami memories, man. He wasn't a man. What the fuck did Orochimaru do in part 1? All he did was freaking like I can't use my arms. The hell? What do you mean he's a menace? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So, I started seeing people compare Tiffany Stratton to Tori Wilson and Kelly Kelly. What comparisons do you see? What? They think she's down? The hell? Hell no, dude. She way better than those two girls were in the ring at this point in her career. Very athletic. Oh my god, no way. No way she's those two. If anything, she's more of like a she's like more of like an Alexa Bliss. More of like, who else is kind of like a prototype type of, like she can be molded into like a really good wrestler. Who else was like a gymnast? How do you think Demon Slayer can get compared to other popular shonen like DBZ, Naruto, and One Piece? Oh, it's up there. It's up there, man. It's up there. Murder me, Lance. Why do you want me to murder you? That's not nice, bro. We don't want to murder anyone. We love everyone here. How about Rhea Ripley's new attire? My God. Hey, man, that one meme with the orangutan that was grabbing that one dude. Yeah, dude. Rhea knows what she's doing, man. She killed it, bro. She killed it, man. Buddy Murphy is one lucky motherfucker, man. That guy has like must have the wonderful personality, man, because he good, man. He good, man. Yeah, Lance, you're welcome, man. We don't want anyone dead. We want everyone alive here on the Chase Oliver channel. We want you to be here with me and everyone else, man. By the way, rest in peace to Chris Lee. Chris Lee knows best. The guy got has to pay fraud, some good tax fraud. Is Brock done for now? We'll see what happens with injuries. Vince is probably going to Brock's farm right now, bringing him some elk meat and throwing it on there. My favorite AEW wrestler is Hangman Adam Page. I also like Shane Strickland. I do like Ricky Starks a lot. I and Will Hobbs. I like that team, honestly. It's a really good team, but I like them both individually. I don't think Konosuke is considered an AEW guy yet, but I like Konosuke Takeshita from DDT. He's pretty solid. Tag team wise, I always like Jurassic Express. You know, Christian Cage is always a veteran that I like. I think I've done an AEW tier list before where I ranked like who I like and stuff like that. Where's Gable Steveson? He might be going back to college, my friend. He might going back to college. So, hey guys, keep answering questions. I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. I gotta go use the men's room and stuff like that. But I don't want to leave just yet. So we're gonna play some music, and I'm just gonna put on the Oprah. Y'all can chill, listen to some music while I. Oh, look at this music that I chose. Random ass music. Oh, they have some terrible tracks on StreamYard. That's the one thing I'll say. They have some terrible tracks, man. The Summer of Brockstein and Goldberg. Oh, dude, Goldberg. I, was- yeah, I was hoping you'd show up at Double or Nothing. I would have. Do you agree with me that Cody Rhodes' best WWE return in a long time? Uh, return. hmm, I would say yeah. They capitalizing on him. Sometimes the return happens and they don't capitalize on someone. So yeah. What are your thoughts on Judgment Day's new member being Finn Balor and taking over? It's not. I'm just being real. It's just stupid. It's just dumb. It's like I get it that you need a baby face because Cody's hurt and Edge is probably the best option. But we couldn't let this burn a little bit. We couldn't just let Finn, have Edge fail. Did Edge really need to be a babyface right now? It just seems desperate. And what makes you think that Finn Balor is the right person to choose? So what's the update of you streaming your favorite video games? There's no update, man. I'm poor. I'm poor. I'm broke. I got to take care of my own funds. It's expensive living here in California, my friend. I don't. I honestly just don't want to play games also too on stream. It's just not my thing. Sorry. I like doing this. Yeah, if that's something, I'm sorry, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, I could play it, but I don't want to. Here's the thing. I don't want to stay here play games, and then it's just like I'm just playing games, and then y'all like bully me because I'm not good at them. Because I'm not good at any video games. I'm not good. If I play video games, it's me playing what I want to play. But then also too, I play a certain way that may annoy people. So yeah, yeah. So like that's all I'm trying to say is like, look, if I stream video games, you'll see it. I'll post to Twitch. But at this time, I'm not looking for a capture card. I'm not looking to plug anything in my room right now. I'm not looking for any of that. Right now, I'm trying to save up, keep some money. Recession may be on the way. So, and I still want to travel to Nashville by the end of July. So yeah, no updates on streaming video games. It's expensive, man. It's expensive. Expectations on Marvel's Wolverine video game, just a good game overall. Zelda music, no, it's just some random generic StreamYard music. Raw main event was awful. Yeah, the match was okay. It was predictable. I don't see why it needs to be a fatal four way, man. Better character, Aang or Tanjiro? Oh, Aang's a way better character than Tanjiro. Tanjiro's whole character is just like Nezuko. Aang, like he learns how to become like the Avatar. What are some improvements you would like to see on the Intercontinental Championship prestige if Gunther wins the match? Just have it on pay per view to start. That would be that'd be great. Just have him on pay per view premium live events. Better character avatar, Aang or Naruto? Avatar? What? Oh, Avatar Aang. Better characters Aang. Aang's one of the better characters. Like What Naruto got ruined when they showed that his dad was the fourth Hokage and stuff like that, and then they explained like why he has the what's it called the nine-tailed fox. You know what I'm saying? Once they showed that, it's what's it called? It was a wrap. Naruto's a terrible character. He's a chosen one. Like, why should I care about this guy? What's worse than Naruto? Sexy Jutsu or Thousand Years of Death? Thousand Years of Death. The summer of Maxwell Jacob Freeman has begun. Favorite horror games for Chase Oliver? Silent Hill 1 and 2, and then I like Fear from the Xbox. Breaking news, Apollo Crews has returned. Yeah, we talked about that. Good for him. Edge is better as a heel. Current Edge, everyone likes him as a face. Favorite game systems for Chase of all time? So all-time game systems that Chase Oliver loves. N64, that's my first system I remember like playing. The Sega Dreamcast. The Sega Dreamcast. Uh, I love the Sega Dreamcast. It's like very, very great system. Has a lot of great games. PlayStation 2. Now, like I didn't play PlayStation 1 like that. I played Spiral the Dragon. That was all I played on PlayStation 1. PlayStation 2 is where I played all my old school PlayStation games and stuff like that. I love PS2. PS2, I think, is like undisputed. Like when I say this, when I'm saying this is my opinion, but I also think it's correct. PS2 was so undisputed on the games that came out of it. Like you just look at the PS2 games and you're like, holy shit, dude. What what a time to be a gamer. PS2, great console. Game Boy Advance SP. The Game Boy Advance SP was such a game changer for me, man. Like I love the Game Boy Color. I love my Game Boy Advance, but the Game Boy Advance SP came with the light. Oh my god, dude! Like I would just play Pokemon Crystal. I would just play all these games, man. All these games, like till ever, man. Like I would just love these games, man, because the SP was like my favorite. I always remember too, man. I got so emotional. This is true story. I lost my SP. I had like a silver SP, and my grandma, she lived at the time. She's still my grandma, but where she used to live was this mountains area, very far away from where I normally live. So uh, I remembered I forgot to pack my SP. I forgot to pack my Game Boy Advance SP. It was a silver Game Boy Advance SP. I forgot to pack it. And I realized it halfway through the trip. My grandma offered, and this is how you know she's a grandma. She goes, "You want to go back to the house? We'll just have to sleep there for the day." And my brother, and the reason why I said no was this: my brother was like, "I'm going to kill you if we have to go back to the house." So what happened was my grandma's water. So the land that my grandma lived on, we didn't have like we had to like fill up the water ourselves to go use the restroom and stuff like that. Very country, bro, very country, and stuff like that. So we didn't have like a working toilet, and it was so annoying, bro. We had to go outside in a bucket and stuff like that. It was a whole ordeal. It was like a whole ordeal that was going on at my grandma's place. So my grandma offered to go back for the SP, and I said no. Let's just keep going. I think what's it called? GameStop might have one. I could always trade in some games and stuff like that. That's literally what I told my grandma. So my grandma was like, okay, that's fine. What sucked was this, man. So my grandma, we never ended up going back to my grandma's place because she started to get ill. So my grandma's place was just like left unsecured. Like we had people, we had a guy watching the property, but then he passed away. And the fucked up part was his wife didn't even tell us he passed away. He just passed away. Like it was just like he randomly just passed away at one time. We were like, what the hell? So someone broke into my grandma's place and I lost my SP. Never had it in anything like that. Lost my Pokemon Crystal with like my Pokedex legit almost complete, dude. It was so sad. So for my 18th birthday, my little brother, he ain't working. He saved up most of his money. He went to GameStop. He bought me a used red Game Boy Advance SP with Pokemon Crystal, and it was like the greatest, one of my favorite gifts I ever got. I was so stoked for this gift. Like it was like literally like I was like, oh my god, the Game Boy Advance SP. I was marking out for it, man. So Game Boy Advance SP is one of my favorite consoles ever, man. I love that console. Nintendo DS powered me through for a lot, but man, nothing hit harder like the Game Boy Advance SP, man. I love the Game Boy Advance SP. It had so much fun themes on there and stuff like that. So Game Boy Advance SP, Xbox 360, and then Nintendo GameCube, of course. GameCube was always a must as well. Xbox 360. Then that's kind of it right now. Like last generation's consoles didn't hit me as hard. Switch. The Switch is like one of those consoles where it's like it's a really good console, but like I ain't like gaming like that. Like I feel like the Switch, if it came out when I was a kid, I would have liked it a lot more. To be honest, I would like it a lot more. But I don't like the Switch like that. To be honest, PS5, all the exclusive games aren't even out yet. Like I gotta wait till 2023, 2022. Like, give me some games, damn it. Tired of looking at the bare library that's there. Stop making games that are 40 hours long. Give us some good, like 10-hour games, something to play. Thoughts on Jeff Hardy's AEW run versus previous WWE run? It's terrible, bro. It is fucking terrible. Jeff Hardy can't move. I don't know what's going on with him. He can't even clap, bro. He clap and go. He's wincing as he's clapping. He's like, like he can't even clap properly. So yeah, man. I talked about this before, Alyssa, is because he was a big star in AEW that they got to WWE. That's what was a game changer. Was that the fact that he was an AEW guy, big star there, goes to WWE, and he's presented as AEW Cody. He's presented as, oh my God, this guy shouldn't even been here. I think it's a war. Like, here's the thing: this whole MJF situation is this. I think MJF's situation is definitely most likely a work. I don't think they would go all of their way. Like, do I think there's a part of him that wants to leave AEW? Sure. But like, I think a lot of it could be, just trying to work us and get us excited for him. And out of all the guys that you should probably try to build up in a different way, it is MJF. And out of all the guys that you want to try to force a face turn for, it should be MJF. Zuko and Azula look older than they are since they're both teams in Avatar. Both can look up being 18 or 19. Ooh, what? I'm praying on my heel trio of Bret Hart fanboys. Punk and FTR were so close to a chase. I could feel it. 20-minute promos of them just bitching and praising Uncle Bret. Oh God. This reminds me of a time, Dax. You can just hear Punk. PS5 don't have much right now. No, I don't. Games really went down during the PS4 and Xbox era since they most focused on online stuff more now. Yeah, that's the problem. See, the problem is this. This is what I believe is like some of the problem with gaming is this. Every game now tries to create some like epic experience where it's like, oh, you can play this. You buy this, it's 30 hours long, and it's like a great epic game. And the problem is that we expect that now. We expect these games to be stupid long for no reason. And a lot of the times you lose interest in these games and they don't understand this. And so they think like, oh, to get them back, let's give them DLC. Let's give them this. It's like, bro, we don't want DLC. We don't want any of that junk. What we want is just a game to play. We just want to play games and have a good time. We're not looking for DLC. We're not looking for all this extra stuff. Just make a game that's fun to play. And if you put out DLC down the line, we'll play it. Like that's the thing. Back in the day, like gaming companies were making good like single player games that are like 20 hours long. You know what I'm saying? 20 hours long. Like nowadays it's like, oh, we got to make like a 40-hour game that like, and who has time to play these long ass games? Not everyone wants to play these long ass games. Sometimes I just want to play a game that's like 20 hours. And what I mean by 20 hours, like, or 10 hours, like, where the story mode takes me like, maybe a week to beat. I'm not asking for a story mode where like, or trying to complete everything 100. You know what I'm saying? Like just a simple game. How hard is it to make that? Back in the day, they were making games like that, and they were still fun to play. Nowadays, they're just not doing anything. So yeah, games are just bad nowadays, man. GTA 5 has survived for like 9 years. Okay. Anime games were goated during the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox era. Yep. Jeff should take it easy and not do so many high spots. No, he shouldn't. He should probably just take a break, bro. Funny you said that about the PS5 library because I just posted about that. What'd you say, Amir, that it's bad? Because it's true, man. Like you go on the PS5 store, what's a new game that's on there? Are there any new games? I can't even tell you what's on the PS5 store. I was actually looking because I was like, oh, I kind of want to play a different game, but there was no new game that really was like, oh man, let me go buy this. I was seeing games like Star Ocean. I was like, Star Ocean? Game came out when I was thinking 2002. What is this? I like AEW. Like here's the thing. I like AEW. I just hate the dumb AEW fans. But I like AEW. Deku is a true relatable character. Yeah, he is. And finally, for today, do you think it's time for Liv Morgan to win the Money in the Bank? I feel like it's deserved. I think it is. I think Liv has proven herself as a good Money in the Bank holder. I think she has just like this year. If you to vote like most improved or like just like keeps getting better, it's Liv. Every month she keeps getting better. She keeps improving. It's like she proved it in that Becky Lynch match that hey, she can go at a good level. But now she's connecting with the fans on a different way. She's improving in the ring. She's a very likable person. It's just like one of those things when it comes to Liv Morgan, I think it's just like they gotta finally, just take a risk on it and see what happens. The problem is I just think it's like, what like this is how I look at it. When you look at Liv Morgan, it's kind of like she's in a rock and a hard place because Bianca's such a superstar. Do you really want to give up the title to Liv Morgan? I don't know. So yeah, for me personally, I think it's time to give it to Liv Morgan, but also Bianca and Ronda are just such superstars. Why doesn't UFC and boxing games have the doesn't have the same longevity like 2K and Madden? I don't even. I think it's because 2K and Madden have like those my teams and those ultimate team modes that make it where it's like people are forced to stay long term because that's what happens. Like Madden, people who play Madden, this is literally for me at least. I'll tell you my cycle playing Madden and 2K. I say I'm not going to buy Madden, and either my aunt buys it for me because she knows I like playing those games every. I think my aunt just knows when Madden comes out because she will always send me a text saying, "Hi Chase, hope it's well. Just wanted to let you know. So proud of you. I hope that work is good. Just wanted to let you know. I'm sending you a code. It's for Madden." And so she buys me Madden every year, and I'm like, "You don't have to buy me Madden every year." I'm not going to play it that much, but I end up playing Madden early. I have my franchise mode early and stuff like that. Then by the middle of the season, my roster's so outdated. I'm missing like some players that are superstars now in the league. I get bored with my season. My team probably has already won a couple Super Bowls, anyways. So then I go on and I don't play Madden for a bit. Then near the end of the season, that's when I get back into Madden. And then when football season's over, I start missing football. So then I go play Madden. That NBA 2K, I've learned my lesson. I don't know why I buy this game every year. I like 2K. Any purchase of 2K, that's on me. No family member buys that for me. No family member, hits me up and say, "Oh, this is what you want for Christmas" or anything like that. No, I always buy 2K, and I get tricked. I go on. I'm like, okay, I'm going to play my NBA. I'm going to play my team. I'm going to do all this, and then I get bored. Then I get stuck in a shitty server. Then I play someone that's like a 99 overall and just dunks on me. And then it's like, man, all my friends and I, we can't connect. I'm done. 2K for me, I learned my mistakes. I'm only gonna buy it near the end of the season. I'm gonna if the Timberwolves have a balling ass roster, I'll buy it just to play as my T Wolves and have them win some NBA championships. But other than that, I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson about uh about these games is that they ain't worth it at the end of the day, to be honest. Like they just started they're there, but for people that play my team and play like Madden Ultimate Team, they're always there. These games are always there for them because they have a reason to keep giving them money. And so that's why they have long life cycles. UFC and boxing games, unless you love playing those games so much, there's no long life cycle. It's like, okay, after you win after you play career mode, what's next? Go play online. Oh, you get your ass beat online. That's not fun. Oh, is there a mode where I can just like overpower anyone, even if I suck at the game? I can still have like overpowered abilities. Yeah, they have Ultimate Team. It's not as good as Madden's Ultimate Team. Like I can't tell you how much I played like NBA 2K or Madden Ultimate Team, and I could be better than the person I'm playing, but because they have a better roster of players, I'm ass. I'm not as good as these people. I'm not even kidding you about that. Like, it's just like it's like, and I tested this. I was like, yo, dude, I wonder if like if I had like a really good team, would I still beat people, or is it just like luck? And really, to be honest, I remember I think it was 2K19. I just like bought like a bunch of packs, and I got like a Dark Matter card. I got this. I said, okay, I'm gonna go beat up some people. And that's what I did. I was beating up people, man. I wasn't even good at the game. I was taking terrible shots, but because of the player I had could make the jump shots easier, it was the best. So that's what I'm trying to say is like they get these people because they say, oh, you got to have these cards to be good at the game, and you could have the shittiest, you could have the greatest roster of all time, and you can beat them, man. Oh God, Amir, I was gonna say so. I saw you play. Say I haven't played my faction yet. I was like, you gonna learn. I didn't want to say it. I was like, you gonna learn. You gonna know what the fuck this bullshit is. It's just WWE Supercard, but not as good. It's just WWE Supercard, man. Anyways, guys, I gotta head out here. It's getting a little bit later. Sun's still out, so I can still walk my puppies. But thank you guys so much for coming into the live stream. Gonna try to do some different content on the channel in the future. Hopefully, hopefully we get some stuff going on the channel besides me showing up every once in a while. But yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Kingdom Hearts 4 is never coming out. Have yourself a good one.